What's going on, everybody? It's your boy aDudemanbro, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic rest of your Sunday nights. Sorry for everyone that has to go back to work tomorrow. I'm included in all that, but actually with a lot of the stocks I'm going to be talking about tonight, I'm actually very excited for the stock market tomorrow. I think we're going to see some crazy gains, and we're going to see some companies do some really outrageous stuff. So, but anyway, before I get into that, guys, I want to say thank you so much. You guys have been so awesome. The comments, the subscribing, the sharing, keep it up. You are killing it, crushing it, and making me feel so good about all that stuff. I don't think I mentioned it in the last video, but I actually just hit 4,000 watch hours, so I'm actually able to be monetized now, and I wouldn't be able to do that without you guys. I appreciate it so much. I believe there's a long process of being able to be approved and whatnot. I'm not approved yet, but I mean, it's just one step in the right direction, and I cannot be any happier. And you guys did it. You guys helped me get there, and I'm just so grateful. But anyway, guys, we're going to jump into the video, and we got a bunch to talk about. Some stocks that we have talked about in the past, about 3 weeks to a month ago, that I've been getting a lot of questions about. Yes, I'm still holding on to some of them, so but a lot of these, there's some in here that has 200 to 300% potential gains, and we're going to jump right into those and not waste any time because it's pretty late here right now. First one we're going to jump into is one I talked about 3 weeks ago or so. I'm going to put both videos of MTNB and ZSAN in the description below, so you guys see the original videos, because I deep dived a lot more into those videos, potential 200 to 300% gains, and I think we're starting to see the outcome of that. I really think that both of these are going to blow up next week, and I'm so happy that I got in, and I've just been holding them. I hope you guys have been holding them too and everything, and we should see some awesome gains. But let's see some updates with this. This is what everyone's talking about. It is the Mega 3 therapy. There's very good progress and everything regarding this study and with this company, and I mean, that's just amazing. They also have a conference tomorrow, so if that's some really good news, we should see some awesome. And guys, just remember, they did an offering in January for $1.55, and $1.55 to $2 was my first price target, and I'm sticking to that because I think that this will have no problem hitting that this week or within the month or so. So keep an eye on that. Let me know in the comments below if you guys got in it when I mentioned it, or if you guys are going to try to snag some up tomorrow morning and whatnot. So next one I want to talk about is TRVN, and holy crap, this one blew up after hours, Thursday and Friday. We have some crazy things coming up. I mean, the chart is just ready to explode, and I think that we're gonna see some crazy price action going on. If you're not in it, I don't think it's potentially too late. It's going to be crazy on Monday, I think, though. It might go up 20-30%, but then it might go down. So, guys, definitely do your due diligence on this. Don't just jump in at any price because it can really bite you in the ass. Anyway, they just got approval Friday at 11 p.m. for their drug, basically their opiate management. So the market hasn't really fill this in completely. We got like a 51% after hours. I think that we're going to see a gap up on Monday, tomorrow, and whatnot. So if you guys are still in it and you guys kept in it with me, awesome. We're going to be some awesome gains tomorrow, and we should see some just some awesome green days, not the band, the actual, stocks. So next one I'm going to talk about is ZSAN, and this one went kind of crazy Friday. We've seen $1.50 and whatnot. I mean, what can I say about this one? I mean, they're actually doing a partnership with another company regarding their needles or whatnot with that company. Also, they're going to be part of a big conference with a bunch of other pharmaceutical companies, which is really good. This is an article just came out actually Thursday. And this is why it ran up there Friday a lot. I don't think we're going to see a drop at all with this one. I think we're going to be seeing nothing but gains on this one. Just remember that this is a low float. We've seen a crap ton of volume on Friday, but low floats, they could go down just as fast as they went up, especially, if a lot of people are trying to sell out at the same time and not a lot of people are buying. So be careful with this one. If you're not in it, be a little careful. But if you are in it, sweet, because I think we're going to see some even more gains on Monday. And, we'll just keep on keeping on. Next one is going to be INPX. And I don't think this one's one I talked about in the past or anything. But they actually just got FCC authorization for one of the prototypes that they were working on. I think that is seeing a little bit of price movement on Friday. Honestly, nowhere near as much as it should have had for that big of news. I think that this one's definitely one I'm not in, and I'm going to be looking at it and watching it on Monday. I might not make a entry in this one. I might just watch it because I do have a bunch of other ones that I am looking at. But this one could see some awesome, it could see that $2 push on this one for sure. My only worry is it came out, I believe, Thursday. Was it Thursday? Friday. And sometimes news over the weekend kinds of fizzles, especially with other news coming out with the TRVN and the conference for ZSAN and a couple other big announcements. It might get lost in translation with everything going on, so it might not even move at all. If it dips, I'll probably pick up a bunch, because I think it's going to go back up to around $1.50 once that news starts to be seen and everything. So alright, so the first new one is going to be OPGN, and this is a low float, and they just announced 4 hours ago. It wasn't really 4 hours ago, I don't think. Where was the article? At 4 o'clock, so I guess it was just a few hours ago that they have developed and they got approval for their FDA Rona test kits. This is going to be a crazy one, I think, on Monday. I'm not in it yet. I'm going to be looking for a position. The Weeble and other platform, you might want to start looking at this at 4 a.m. or 6 a.m. To try to jump into it, because I think we're going to see some major buys in the morning, especially since this came out, just today. I think it's going to be insane. I think honestly that this one's going to be kind of like how SINT went from 90 cents to $3. I think that we can see possibly a 30 to 40% gap up potentially. I'm going to be looking at that tomorrow. I'm going to be setting my alarm for 5 o'clock and definitely be watching this one and seeing if I can get in definitely low enough, because it could be an easy flip. Don't know if I'm going to overnight it. Might just be a day trade for me, because there is real big risk to it, but with every big risk, comes reward too, for sure. And that kind of leads me into my spiel, guys. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of hearing it by now, but I am not a financial advisor. The guy who said it, he waited till the very end of the video and find out that shit was hilarious, by the way. But yeah, all seriousness, I am not a financial advisor. I don't get paid to tell you guys what stocks to buy. Also, I have not had any schooling or anything like that. I do most of my research on technical charts and different catalysts that are coming up. I have my own type of way of doing everything. I have my strategies, and it seems to really be working for me. I've been able to pick a bunch of really good runners and everything. This one's gonna be crazy, I think, tomorrow. Another thing is, I wanted to bring this up. 3 months, one guy bought 1.6 million shares or whatever. A lot of shares have been bought the last couple of months. Direct, insider. I think there's big news coming up on this, and that's kind of why I wanted to point that out too. I think that they are going to be dropping some better news. That information could have just been the test kits for sure. I think that many shares being bought, but who knows? I mean, that could be it. But I'm definitely interested in it a little bit long term too. So, anyway. Next one is going to be ACER, and this is going to be a swing trade for me. This is actually one of the a little bit more expensive Rona vaccine plays, but it's not getting a whole lot of volume, or no one's really talking about it too much. So I think that this one is a sleeper for sure. This one I think is looking really good though. A lot of buys, a lot of volume on Friday for this one, and like I said, it is a Rona play that I'm going to be looking at, because a lot of these mid-range really good companies that have about $3 to $5, they have blown up so much If you think about it, you had NK that's blown up a lot, IBIO, but that one wasn't really necessarily a $2 to $3 stock. That was actually under $1 at one time. But you also had INO, which was about $3 or whatever before it blew the heck up. And then you had like Novavax that was I believe like 8 to 10 bucks before it blew up crazy. But so this one's definitely on my watch list to look out for, because I think that it hasn't ran at all. And with all these green, so many more buys than sells on this for sure. Also, I guess insider buyers. It was the next one. I'm so dumb. Yeah, and not just that, you have all 5 officers in the last 2 months, or last month, not even month, last 2 weeks, have bought up 300,000 shares ish or so. Here's another one, 5,000 shares. So I mean, there's something going on here that they haven't dropped enough information, or they haven't dropped any PR on this in a long time, and it hasn't shot up crazy. I think that this one is going to be one to watch out for. I honestly have a price target at about 8 to 10 bucks on this one as my first one, but I'm going to be definitely watching it and seeing what happens with it, because this could be, like I said, another NK or NVAX that just shoots up to like 30-40 bucks, and it could stay there for a while. Never know with these type of plays. So all right, the next one I'm going to talk about is NTEC, and this one has had a lot of negativity in the last few days. They actually are doing a offering, and the offering's for 35 cents. I'm looking for a dip tomorrow and next week. I think that we're going to see 38 to 30 cents maybe, possibly, and I'm going to actually be looking at that as an entry for a good amount of shares, because this one, I think this one definitely shoots up 2 or 3 times a month, sometimes only once a month, but when it does, it's like 50 cents, somewhat around 50 cents. If it drops down to about 35 cents, you can easily make 15 to 20 cents off a share, and I mean, it's gone as high as 80 cents before. I think that this one is very little risk. I mean, not very much gains, depending on how much capital you have and how many shares you buy, of course, but not a huge, you're not going to be making 3 to 4 bucks off the stock, but definitely if you want to make 15 to 20 cents each and buy a shit ton, I can see this one going for a good amount. So check that one out. Another thing I was going to mention too is less than 2 months ago, lots of institutions, 300,000 shares, 400,000 shares, 400,000 shares, 600,000 shares. I mean, that was March, but I mean, in June, you had so many new buys, and I mean, they're not decreasing them. So I think that this one is definitely why it's on my watch list, and I think you can easily make 15 to 20 cents. If not, it might even blow up to 60, 70 cents, which you can make even more off that. So guys, check that one out. Find out your price target or your entry point, and pull the trigger on that one. Last one I want to talk about is CYCN, and this is going to be a swing trade for me. And I mean, it's shot up to at least like 7, almost 8 bucks a few times. They just announced offering for $4.16, which is under what it's going for right now. I potentially see sell off tomorrow and next week, and that's when I'm going to be looking at a price point of under $4 for sure on this. But it's spiked up to at least 7 bucks a few times, 5 bucks, almost 6 bucks. So it definitely has that spiking capabilities. I mean, there's been so much selling, so I think that once this might continue to actually drop down, and that's what I'm going to be looking at. Like I said, anything under $4 I think is a steal. I think that this one can easily run to about $5 to $6 again. A lot of good things about it. Do your research on that. Definitely don't just take my word for everything. There are a lot of different good places to find this type of information, but I love these type of plays. If you looked at my older videos of CAPR, they did an offering and they were super high up, and that ended up going to about 9-10 bucks, and I made a really good amount of money off that one. But these are some of my bread and butters. I love overreaction offering plays. They're just so easy to predict. Almost every single time they go up, and even if they don't go up to where the offering is or whatnot, most of the time they go close. So you almost have no risk. When you're in the stock market, you always have a risk no matter what you're doing. Very low risk on these type of plays, I fully believe. So guys check that one out. But that's going to be the very last one I'm going to talk about. I want to say I'm sorry that this is actually coming out so late. You guys are probably like, oh, it's not that late. It's only 6:51. My time is wrong because I've been, I mentioned in my last video, I've been a mess lately. Just doing things, my computer malfunctioning, and haven't had time to like fix everything. Just moved into a new place and also still working about 10 to 12 hour days. Life's been really crazy. Good news is I am almost fully moved in, and I spent this whole weekend and the whole last week and the following week just doing nothing but stuff, adulting stuff, if I may. I should be back onto a normal schedule. That's why you've seen 2 videos today, and I think you will keep on seeing them. So anyway, that's the video. Leave in the comments below what you guys are watching for tomorrow. Are you guys watching any of these on the watch list? Do you guys have other recommendations for me to review? I love hearing your guys' points of views and everything. You guys are amazing. I love reading the comments. You guys are hilarious. Some of the comments are just, they literally brighten my day. It's amazing. But anyway, that goes on with that. If you guys want to check me out on social media or any of my other sites, I have my Patreon, my Twitter, and my Instagram in the description below. I'm also going to link those 2 videos that I talk about, MTNB and ZSAN in the past month or so, if you guys want to check out and see a little bit more DD on those. Also, if you guys want to use my referral links for Webull and Robinhood, that would be very awesome. It supports the channel and allows me to do a lot more things with the cameras and everything. I don't know why for everybody and their brothers are buying webcams. I mean, it's definitely because of the Rona and everything. People are working from home and whatnot, but I haven't been able to lock down a good webcam, so I'm still looking for a webcam because I've been getting a lot of comments about showing my face in these videos and being a little bit more personable, and I'm trying to do that. If I can actually find a webcam, that'd be awesome. But anyway, I think that basically wraps up the video. Thank you again. I hope that we have a great day tomorrow and a great week. You guys are killing it, crushing it. Like, subscribe, and share if you guys liked the video. You guys take care. I hope the whole next week is going to be super green and no red. You guys stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.